So to be started, Gulf Air, a powerful airline owned by the governments of Bahrain, Abu Dhabi, Qatar, and Oman, is where Emirates got its start. In the early 1980s, when Gulf Air stopped flying into and out of Dubai, the young Sheikh of Dubai was upset. Since the Emirates don't have much oil, he decided to start his own airline that would help Dubai become a center for business and tourism. And Emirates Airline was then founded in 1985. It used its position between faraway places like New York and Shanghai or London and Nairobi to differentiate itself from other carriers. Emirates Hub in Dubai is known to be the world's busiest international airport, handling over 18 million people annually for the nearly 265 Emirates aircraft that fly to 155 destinations. A $4.5 billion terminal was created that is known to be the largest terminal. In addition, during several years, Emirates realizes the strategy oriented to buy more aircraft and expanding the fleet, the management decided to invest in modern airplanes to expand its operation to the global level. Also, Tim Clark, the founder of the Emirates Airlines, noticed that two-thirds of the world's population was within 8 hours of Dubai, but the company lacked the necessary planes to capitalize on its location. This began to change with the introduction of more modern aircraft, beginning with the Boeing 777 in 1996 to the Airbus A380 in 2008. Without these two rich jets and super jumbos, its global passenger strategy would have been difficult. Emirates has changed the world's map, shifting international travel from Europe to the Middle East. This portrays that the management of this firm understands the market forces and has been keen on responding to them most appropriately. That is why it has registered impressive performance in the past, despite the market challenges, such as the 2008 global economic recession and the fluctuating oil prices. Moving on to the company's vision is based on the idea that customers need to receive high quality services and much attention should be paid to gaining the customer loyalty and developing the positive relationship with the community. Emirates strives to provide the best possible experience to its passengers in all sections of its aircrafts. Emirates is famous for having employees from different nationalities and also excellent services from its staff. Emirates also has been known for the quality and selection of food provided, even to passengers in the back of the aircraft. As Emirates has evolved to larger and larger aircraft over the years, it has found methods to improve the flying experience of its premium clients. With the introduction of the A340 in 2003, the airline pioneered the notion of a suite in first class. Emirates can provide 14 first-class suites thanks to its 50 A380s, the world's largest aircraft. More than any other competition, first-class passengers may also use two massive spa showers, a first in the industry. It was then found through focus groups that Emirates' name was not widely known in many countries where they were growing, despite their additional touches. To build their brand, they needed to tell customers what to anticipate from Emirates. Strawberry Frog, an advertising firm from New York, created a campaign of Hello Tomorrow. Strawberry Frog educated Emirates headquarters staff for 18 months to make them campaign foot soldiers. Hello Tomorrow released in 150 countries in several languages in early 2012. It demonstrates through television commercials that the airline was actually a worldwide corporation. Lastly, Emirates experienced new hurdles even as it strives to differentiate itself from other airlines by providing an improved customer experience. A380 orders have been cut back due to the company's inability to fill the plane. If Airbus had lost orders from Emirates, it is possible that they would not have decided to end manufacturing of the A380 as recently as they did. Just look at how far ahead of the competition Emirates Airlines has become. Some experts in the industry have questioned whether Emirates can handle these growing problems that they experiencing.
There are two types of strategy used by Emirates Airline on business level strategy, which the first one is differentiation. This tactic sets the service apart from rivals by funding initiative for research, innovation and development. Emirates Airlines provide clients with higher quality service at a reduced cost. The main components of service marketing in the airline sector are greater quality and price differential. It is because by using this business plan, the corporation decreased its earnings. It has shown in the case Emirates claims that it has worked hard to achieve its leading position by offering on-board amenity which other carriers find frivolous. Offering high standards of service from its crew that speak many languages and come from many countries, which is around 60 languages. And it was the first airline to offer in-flight viewing in the back of every seat, which is make Emirates Airline different which other airline. Everyone pays particular attention to the flight attendants who must make sure that everyone on the aircraft receives the highest level of service on every single flight.
The differentiation strategy is used along with the focus differentiation strategy, which aims to position the service at the higher price is perceived to be the best, so passengers will pay at premium to use the services. Emirates Airlines has positioned its service and placed emphasis on providing passengers with a premium experience in order to reap the benefits of customer loyalty, while also avoiding direct competition from low-cost airlines. The company caters the first and business class passengers and has tailored its strategy to serve this market segment. The first motivation for differentiation strategy is to establish customer loyalty to reduce threat from substitutes. Because of its distinctive services, Emirates has distinguished itself in the aviation industry. Emirates has risen to the top by providing high-quality service to its customers. The service manager focuses on growing the company by developing personal relationships with key customers. Human interaction is required to maintain this relationship. Customers can communicate with crews about any issues they have during the sales process via call centers or other means such as onboard services. All employees are the best available because some of them are hired through open days where candidates come from various countries and speak a dozen languages. It gives Emirates the advantage of having human capital who are experts in multiple languages. By this way, Emirates can achieve its goal of maintaining good relationships with customers from various countries, particularly businessmen who travel frequently. The second motivation is to stand out in the crowd of competitors. Emirates was the first airline to provide onboard amenities such as bars and showers, which this setting it apart from other carriers. Other airlines did not prioritize these amenities at the time because they believed it was not the primary purpose of air travel. However, competition in the aviation industry is becoming more intense as each wants to offer unique services to differentiate themselves from others. Singapore Airlines, for example, has introduced a premium economy unit that provides a more comfortable environment than the economy session. Their motive is to appeal to customers who are willing to pay a little more to experience middle-height service during flight. Obviously, Emirates also has a market niche to focus on, specifically on first and business class passengers. The business and first class ticket include a limousine ride from airport, personal assistance with the check-in process, and access to one of the airline's 30 global lounges. Emirates also improved the flight experience of its premium passengers. Particular details such as food selection, in-flight viewing, and a comfortable environment in the plane with complete amenities are examples of unique features employed by Emirates to entice customers and keep the company to be in competitive advantage.
Assalamualaikum. I am Marsila Mahsuri Binti Mahdi. I will present on the corporate level strategy for the case study of Emirates Airline. From this case study, Emirates Airline has lack of diversification strategy to enter a new market. It also has not joined any global airline alliance. It remained independent. It also mentioned that there is no merger and acquisition on the Etihad Airways. I will further explain what strategies implied by Emirates Airlines to create values. First, the main revenue from Emirates Airlines are operating passenger and cargo services, utilizing its entire Boeing 777 long-range planes and Airbus A380 Super Jumbos. One of the issues in airline industry faced by Emirates Airline is route planning. It has been overcome with the arrival of more advanced aircraft. Second, the growth of cabin crew team has been steadily increasing in line with the arrival of new aircraft and new routes being added to the network. Emirates Airlines provide highly trained and professional cabin crew as they are their greatest brand ambassador. The new recruits are trained at state-of-the-art facility close to Dubai International Airport. They were offering a vast no expenses spare crew training program whereby they need to undergo an intense of 7.5 weeks of training through different departments with specialists in different areas. Emirates Airlines do include motivational team building exercise in its training program. Emirates had built an elite force of flight attendants and was fluent in a dozen languages. Lastly, when passengers have a long connection time between flights, they could be entitled to accommodation and meals. Therefore, Emirates Flight Catering do provide in-flight catering services as well as providing airport lounge foods and beverages. They have multinational and experienced chefs to deliver first-class culinary to passengers. That's all from my part. I will pass to Shazana Binti Tajul Azhar for the next presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Marsila. Assalamualaikum, Dr. Rizwana and my fellow classmates. I am Shazana and I will be explaining the motivation of corporate level strategy for Emirates. Here, firstly, what motivates the Emirates to buy more aircraft such as Boeing and Airbus? Emirates wants to create routes that could connect any 2 points in the world with one stop in Dubai, and it also wants to transport a lot of passengers worldwide. Okay, moving on to the next point, what motivates Emirates to provide training for its staff? Emirates hosts open days every year in more than 140 cities and 70 nations to recruit new employees to its elite team who represent 130 nationalities and speak more than 60 languages. It also trains all of its staff, from those who check in passengers to those who serve them on their aircraft, to ensure the best level of service is provided to every passenger on every flight. The next point is, this is especially significant for a flight that serves destinations on all countries and operates lengthy duration of flights. Okay, thirdly, what motivates Emirates to have in-flight catering services? Emirates wants to ensure that the food served throughout the aircraft is first class. From its start, Emirates also has been known for the quality and selection of food that the airline provides even to passengers in the back of the aircraft. Okay, next, what motivates Emirates to move forward with the advertising strategy, which is to summon the world's top 10 advertising agencies to Dubai to compete for a massive international advertising campaign. Emirates found out that they needed to create a message to develop their brand among consumers that will inform them what to expect from Emirates. To add, the message developed can also be used to encourage existing and potential employees to rally behind the airline and work to deliver on its promise. In the interview with Scott Goodson, the founder of advertising agency named Strawberry Frog, Tim Clark wanted Emirates to be a global company and wanted to make the world a smaller place by bringing people together. Besides that, what motivates Emirates not to diversify its company and to operate independently with no strategic alliances? Many of Emirates' rivals are working to enhance their services, especially for travelers who are willing to pay a bit more. The chairman and CEO of Emirates dismissed these issues by saying that the company works autonomously to improve customers' experiences by developing new products. Last but not least, what motivates Emirates to do a merger and acquisition on Etihad Airways? A merger would result in the largest airline in the world, as both airlines operate in many of the same markets and rely on a super connected business models. Okay, that's all from me.